Welcome Year 9s. I hear that some of you found number 8 of exercise 19H a little bit tricky, so I'm going to show you how I would work through this problem. So first of all, we've got a man who makes a daily journey of 50 kilometers, so that's our distance. And we also know that when he increases his normal speed, so he's increasing speed by 10 kilometers per hour, he finds that he takes 10 minutes less than usual. So that is time, and the green one, which is the speed, okay? And we've got to find his normal speed using speed equals distance over time. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write his speed. So speed equals distance over time. So what I'm going to do here, his speed has been increased by 10. So it's that. The distance is 50, we're told that, and the time is the original time, subtract 10 minutes. Now, we want them to be in hours, okay? Since this is in kilometers per hour, we need to change that into hours. So 10 minutes is 1/6 of an hour. So this is my first equation here. Then I have a second equation. My second equation is the normal speed. What's happening with the normal speed? So he would be traveling at x kilometers per hour, and 50 would be the distance, and time would be the time. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rearrange this. So I get tx equals 50, and therefore x is equal to 50 over, make that go back, we'll make it in terms of t. T is equal to 50 over x. And this is my equation. Now what you can see hopefully at this point is that we can take the value of t, this bit here, we know that it's 50 over x, and we can insert it into this bit here. So that is what I'm going to do now. So I've got x plus 10 on the left hand side is equal to 50 over, now t is 50 over x minus 1/6. Now this is quite tricky, and it's probably a little bit hard for Year 9 level, I think, to be honest. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep my left hand side the same, and then I'm going to work on this bottom layer here, and I'm going to make those fractions have the same denominator. So I'm going to cross multiply. So 50 times 6 is 300, minus 1 times x is x, and then the new denominator will be 6x. Okay? Now at this point, just remembering our fraction rules, we've got this whole number divided by a fraction. Okay? So we can go 50 divided by, and I'll put this fraction, 300 minus x over 6x. And then my next line, we can change that by doing 50 times the reciprocal, which is 6x over 300 minus x. In the next line, I'm going to expand that out. So I'll get 300x, 50 times 6, right, over 300 minus x. Now to get this 300 minus x to the other side, I'm going to multiply both sides by 300 minus x. So I'm going to get x plus 10 times 300 minus x will be equal to 300. See, I told you this was a bit tricky. Now I'm going to expand that left hand side. So I'll get 300x, that's FOIL, we're using FOIL firsts, and then outers, so I get minus x squared, then we'll do I for inners plus 3000, and then L lasts minus 10x equals, oh, that should have an x there, equals 300x. Okay, then we pull everything across to the right hand side, so I'll get 0 equals, I've got an x squared. You can see that this x will cancel out this one when you bring it across because we subtract it. So, and then we bring the minus 10 across, so it becomes positive 10x. Then we bring the 3000 across. Now we can factorize this. That's a bit messy, maybe I'll just fix that up. It should be plus 10x. Just make that a bit clearer. So we can go plus 60 x minus 50 equals 0. So I've factorized that, and that will mean that x is either equal to minus 60 or positive 50. Now, since we're talking about velocities here, we're going to, speeds here, we're going to go this one here. So original speed is 50 kilometers per hour. And then the speed when he increases by 10 kilometers is therefore going to be 60 kilometers. Well, I hope that makes sense to all of those of you who struggled with this. I know it's a little bit more tricky than you would normally do. It's probably more an IGCSE level question, and even there, it's a bit hard for just a normal one. Okay, hope that makes sense, team. Let me know if you've got any questions about my process there. God bless.